New York Times has yet another story about more spying from the NSA and more revelations about what they said they weren't doing, but it turns they're doing. Of course! Look, that's not the heart of the story, but let me just explain it real quick and then we'll get to the fun word games that they play. So they say that they are now looking at the contents of the vast amounts of American email and text communications into and out of the country. Now, why is this even news? Well, of course, America had said, no. If you are a target that we are following abroad, and an American has communicated with that target, well, then we can look at that communication. Otherwise, we couldn't, right? Well, the new revelation is my ass. Okay, no, they're looking at all of the emails and texts going out. Now, what in the world is their excuse for that? Now, here comes the fun part of the story, the Orwellian games that are being played. Well, John Inglis, the NSA deputy director, says, no. Quote, we do not target the content of U.S. person communications without a specific warrant anywhere on the earth. That sounds pretty good, right? He's saying, look, oh no, we don't get that information. No. He didn't say we don't get that information. He didn't say we don't collect that information. He said we don't target that information. Oh, well, you look at that. It all wound up in our inbox without us targeting it. What a wonderful coincidence. And they explain here, Timothy Edgar, who's a former intelligence official, there is an ambiguity in the law about what it means to target someone. In other words, well, I say tomato, you say tomato, I collected all your emails and texts, even though I claim I didn't target you. Okay, well, interesting. Here's another senior intelligence official about bulk collection. Now, you're not supposed to do bulk collection either. You're not supposed to get all of our information. Remember, you're supposed to have a specific target, and only if you have a specific target are you supposed to collect that information, right? Now, instead, they're collecting everyone's information, and they're saying, well, we didn't necessarily target them, and it's a bulk collection. So now they need Orwellian terms for now to turn it around to say it's not a bulk collection. Okay, how are they going to do that? They go in so many circles, it's hard to keep up. Here you go. Bulk collection is when we collect and retain for some period of time that lets us do retrospective analysis. In this case, we do not do that, so we do not consider this bulk collection. Okay, let me decipher it for you. Do we collect them in bulk? Of course we do. But our new definition of bulk collection is you must collect, you must retain, and you must do retrospective analysis. If you don't do all three, then it's not technically bulk collection. Okay, if you think that's bad, wait till you get a load of this. I love this, man. George Orwell, if he's alive anywhere, like not alive obviously, and I don't believe in him, but if he's up in heaven or anywhere, he's got to be thinking, nailed it. Because look at what Jen Psaki, again, the spokesperson for the State Department, says about what an evacuation of our embassies is. It turns out it's not an evacuation. Watch.
The evacuation of embassy staff serves the interests of the extremists and undermines the exceptional cooperation between Yemen and the International Alliance Against Terrorism.
Let me just make clear what this is and what this is not. This is a reduction in staffing. This is, we still have a presence in Yemen. The U.S. government does, the State Department does.
Can you explain why the evacuation didn't happen fully until today? I mean, is it correct to say the evacuation is now complete of Sana'a?
First, it is inaccurate to call it an evacuation. This is a reduction in staff.
I'm curious to know why you're quibbling with the use of the word evacuate.
Well, it's a technical term that
is it? I think it's a pretty non-technical term. Ordered departure is a technical term.
To remove from a place of danger to a safe place.
So, if you,
I think you're looking up in a dictionary the definition, and I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what would you call it if you're suddenly told that you have to leave and a plane is flown in and you're forced to get on the plane and leave?
It's called an ordered departure,
right.
Matt.
By the way, is the evacuation to stateside or is it to other countries in the region?
The ordered departure?
I mean, I don't know if it's funny or it's that ordered departure. That's what we have to call it now. Now, of course, this started under the Bush administration. Of course, it has a long history, but they've really been picking up the pace with the Bush administration. When torture was no longer torture, it was enhanced interrogation. Well, look at that. We've enhanced your interrogation. Doesn't that sound like great fun? Under the Obama administration, we don't have kill lists. We have a disposition matrix. We have a matrix where we've decided to dispose of you. So don't worry about it. It's all going to be fine. Ridiculous. And by the way, to go back to the original New York Times story on the issue of collecting all of this data, which of course is not bulk collection, nor are they getting, they're not targeting you, though they're collecting it. Okay, so did it do any good, for Christ's sake? Did you get any terrorists from it? Well, the New York Times explains that as well. The senior intelligence official said that about the target surveillance, that's what it's called, about the target surveillance, had been valuable, but said it was difficult to point to any particular terrorist plot that would have been carried out if the surveillance had not taken place. In other words, they didn't get a single terrorist with it. Not one. Nicely done. I'm glad you played all those fun games with words and spied in on all innocent Americans while you got no guilty terrorists. As usual with the American government lately, well played, well played.